I am Alex. Today, we're going to talk about different bean scopes available in Spring and how to create a custom bean scope. Bean scopes are essential in Spring because they define the lifespan of a bean and how many instances of a bean can be created. So, let's get started. Singleton scope creates only one instance of a bean per application context. It's perfect for beans that need to be shared across multiple components of the application, like a database connection or a service. Prototype scope creates a new instance of a bean every time it's requested. It's suitable for beans that have state and need to be customized for each use, like a user session or a shopping cart. Request scope creates a new instance of a bean for every HTTP request. It's great for beans that are specific to a particular request, like the user's login details or a search query. Session scope creates a new instance of a bean for every HTTP session. It's perfect for beans that need to maintain state across multiple requests, like a user's shopping history or preferences. Global session scope creates a new instance of a bean for every global HTTP session. It's useful for beans that need to be shared across multiple applications or services, like a single sign-on service. A Singleton bean can be used as a connection pool manager to manage a pool of database connections that can be shared across multiple application components. A Singleton bean can also be used as a security context holder to store user credentials or session information that can be accessed by multiple components throughout the application. A prototype bean can be used to store user-specific session data, such as shopping cart or preferences. A prototype bean can also be used to create a new instance of an email notification service for each email that needs to be sent. A request-scoped bean can be used to store data that is specific to a single HTTP request, such as user input or request parameters. A session-scoped bean can be used to store user-specific preferences or settings that persist across multiple requests. A session-scoped bean can additionally be used to store a user's shopping cart, which can be accessed across multiple requests. In a portal-based application, a global session-scoped bean can be used to store settings that apply to all users accessing a particular portal instance. A global session-scoped bean can also be used to manage shared resources, such as a cache or database connection pool that can be accessed by multiple portal instances. While Spring provides 5 standard bean scopes, you can also create a custom bean scope. Let's see how we can do that. First, you need to create a class that implements the scope interface. Next, you need to implement 2 methods in the class, get and remove. The get method should return the bean instance associated with the given name, and the remove method should remove the bean instance associated with the given name. Finally, you need to register the class with the Spring container using the register scope method of the configurable bean factory interface. Now you can use your custom bean scope in your Spring application just like any other standard bean scope. This is a bit more involved, and we will do another video on this topic in the future. Understanding the different bean scopes available in Spring and how to create a custom bean scope can be very useful in developing complex and scalable applications. The 5 standard bean scopes, including Singleton, Prototype, Request, Session, and Global Session, each have their own use cases and can be used to store beans in a way that makes sense for your application. Creating a custom bean scope, on the other hand, allows you to store beans in a way that is tailored to your specific requirements, providing better performance and scalability. By implementing the scope interface and registering your custom scope with the Spring container, you can store beans in a way that is consistent with the rest of your application and improves overall functionality. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.